Hey Alpha fam, welcome back to another episode of Alpha Commission. Today on Alpha Commission, of course, we're going to go over that pullback on the BTC chart. If we do just go over to the price action over here, you can see that on our pattern, of course, that inverted head and shoulders, which is a bullish pattern, we are just doing a retest of the neckline. Now, we don't want to fall too far below the neckline, or we could get quagmired in a retracement back to our lows, at least 26,000 perhaps, or 26,500 if not further. But as long as we're holding this area, everything is, pretty typical for patterns where they do tend to just kind of bust up and then shake out the late longs. If we do go ahead and take a look at our channel, very similar thing. We did break out of that channel, and so far on a candle closing basis, we are holding the breakout. And so as time goes by, if we just go sideways, then this will, of course, just be a continuation of bullish price action. Now, we could come, to a flash wick down to 26,900, and we'd still be holding that Bollinger Band midline on the daily, which, of course, isn't too big of a deal as long as we pop back up and close above that channel there. Guys, let's go ahead and take a look at our previous pool, and you can see that, of course, we did get that wick higher, which I was predicting in the episode, but of course, I did say it was time to have a pullback watch, and we are getting that pullback into this pool. You can see a little bit of a reaction bounce off of my volatility pivot here, almost to the dollar precision, to be honest. 27,198 was the number, and that's where we wicked to pretty much twice. If we do continue to pull back, perhaps that pool will completely fill. And again, that's just going to be right now where the Bollinger Band midline is about to intercept. So maybe we could find strength there if we don't, hold it at the volatility pivot. But we do have to just continue to watch this. Guys, if we do give an update, you can see that the pool has narrowed somewhat. So if we do end up just diving back down and kind of flash wicking down, that's actually going to be able to give us a momentum shift where we could potentially re-enter the pool on a long, and as long as we recaptured the volatility pivot, maybe this chart will continue sort of like what it did up here, just over here. Okay, guys, so maybe we're just going to grind it out to the upside. However, we can't be biased in our perspective, and should we lose the pool approximately at 27,158, then we will test that Bollinger Band midline and the neutral point of control around 26,752. Now, failing that, of course, we could come to tag this big alpha energy line where we might retest the intensity of this move to the upside around 25,653. If we hold that, no harm, no foul. This chart's just going to take a lot longer time, but we really don't want to drop below 25,412 on any significant time frame, such as 4 hours or above, because that would bode pretty bearishly for this chart. Now, if we do, recover the top of this pool somewhere around 27,429, we are going to be looking to see if we can pop up and recover that pivot. And if we do secure 27,791, then bulls will be back in charge, and this will just be a fake out to the downside or just a mean reversion to the Bollinger Band midline there. Guys, I think I am going to wrap it up there, but I think we should just perhaps take a look at our EMAs just to understand a little bit more of what happened here. Of course, in previous episodes, I did say that we were likely to find resistance around 28,000, and that 28,000 was the number that we had to beat for this market to be back on. And so it's no surprise that we do find that the 200 simple moving average is in that location and ended up being what limited us, as a lot of traders take their profit at the 200 simple moving average. Now, that's a tough nut to crack, and usually we don't break through it in the first try. So perhaps we have a second try and sometimes even a third. But if the market wants to be bullish, then it will continue to make attempts, and that will be a good sign. Now, we could also find support support, not just on that Bollinger Band midline here, but also on the 200 exponential moving average, which could come in and end up being just some kind of a confluent support along with that neutral point of control, the Bollinger Band midline, and then now the 200 exponential moving average. That could be what actually ends up giving us the real bounce here, as if we do hold that, then bulls will take that as a good sign, because previously we were getting rejected from that EMA, and if we do flip it into support, that is going to be a good sign, and that would be just a retest of the breakthrough of that EMA. So guys, I'm still looking up. I can't be too bearish here. And again, I think we're just going to have to wait and see how this consolidation plays out. We were on, pullback watch. The pullback is happening. And, let's just leave it there for now. Guys, that's your alpha for the day. Stay safe and happy trading.